Hey guys, it's TheFrXion here, Tank12, however you call me, I don't really care, and welcome back to World of Tanks. It's World of Tanks Weekly, I know, but I just wanted to clarify real fast. I did unlock the CS52 Liz. I did not manage to get the entire thing done by just playing. I played until stage 8, and then I decided to buy the tank because I just couldn't play any more World Tanks, and I was getting, even though I had like a week of free time, I couldn't play anymore because I was playing so much, even with premium everything. The base experience challenges are really, really difficult, and I needed credits, so I decided to just play my tier 8 premiums. But yeah, I got the tank, and I just wanted to have a quick say that I'm going to be making a review of this vehicle in the next week, and yeah, we're going to check out the vehicle. We're going to talk about some other things. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming next week. I'll be gone for Monday and Tuesday, so probably at the end of the week. But, you know, Monday, we're still going to have World of Tanks Weekly, the video that you're watching right now. Let's jump right over to the news. So we're going to start with the very first piece of news. Now, this week, there weren't any crazy leaks or anything like that. What we're going to be talking about today is first the new Battle Pass that is coming out, Season 3. This is already the third season, and I think most of the people have been enjoying the Battle Pass because free stuff, even if you do not buy the premium version. Then we're going to talk about some of the 3D styles that are coming with that, or the new camouflage that are coming into the game. We're going to take a look at the September tank rewards because that's going to be quite interesting. And in the end, we're going to be talking about an upcoming Tier 8 premium British tank that has been confirmed, but we don't really have a lot of statistics yet, only a single picture. And it is the Cobra. And it's going to be a Tier 8 premium medium tank for the British tech tree. That is going to be interesting. So, first and foremost, we're going to start at the 4th, at September 7th, Season 3 Battle Pass will actually go live. Right now, 4th to the 7th September is actually the super test. And what they're going to be implementing this time around is we're going to get new skins for the E5 and new skins for the IS4. We're going to get 2 new crew members, one of them Soviet, one of them American, and they're going to be new 2D styles as well for other vehicles right here for, as you can see on the E3 and the other one on the Object 705A. And also they're going to be new bounty equipment, which you will be able to get. And I think we haven't seen this bounty equipment yet, so let's just take a look real fast. Season 3 revolves around the new equipment system, which is why we've included standard equipment in the rewards. More importantly, we've added new bounty equipment to the rewards as well. On top of that, you'll even be able to select the equipment item you want to receive, which means that in Season 3 you'll get the equipment you will really need. We've also sprinkled some extra demounting kits into the new reward pool so that you can experiment with different equipment configurations more freely. Okay, so this season pass is all about the equipment 2.0 changes, and they're going to allow you to choose the equipment this time around, so you can really decide what kind of equipment you need. And to be fair, equipment is really expensive. 600,000 for a tier 10 vehicle, that is a lot. Especially since you cannot just demount them for free anymore, which I still think is a terrible decision by Wargaming. And you need those demounting kits, or you need to pay gold, which is another step back to, you know, the pay to win aspects of the game. But that's another topic for another day. And yeah. Other than that, I think Equipment 2.0 is really nice. You can have different kind of setups, and it makes the game much more dynamic, and every single tank can just suddenly be turned around into a very specific kind of niche vehicle that it maybe previously was not able to do. So Season 3 is, we don't know what the individual rewards will be. We'll see that when it releases, obviously. but these are some of the main rewards that you'll be getting. The T110E5 skin looks pretty damn cool. The AIS4 Triton skin looks pretty cool, but we'll actually take a look at them just in a second. Actually, the Triton, I'm not sure if the E5, if we have any information to that yet, but you also get some decals, as you can see, for the US Marine Corps and for the Soviet armored divisions, or I'm not sure if it's Marines, I don't know, but this is certainly US Marine Corps, at least from the uniforms. I'm not sure, even there, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna take it back, just military, US and Soviet Army. Let's just put it like that, before anyone is gonna rip my ear off. Yeah, Season 3, I'm interested, I'm looking forward to that. Next thing, we're gonna take a look at the September tank awards, and as always, if you play the game, you'll be able to get these rewards. Just don't forget to log in and then claim these rewards, so otherwise I think they will be voided or whatever. And you can see tier 1 first. You have 3 options. You can get the US flag, like decals, you can get boosters, and you can get consumables. I would here go for boosters. I think that's worth most, or decals, because I have a lot of tanks that I can put stuff on. The second tier is a lot of premium consumables, equipment, or a style. I would probably go for style because I don't need the premium consumables, and the equipment I have enough already. Then you have universal fragments, national fragments, and premium consumables for stage 3. I already have a shit ton of universal fragments and national fragments, so I'll probably just go for the premium consumables right there, or maybe just some more universal fragments, just in case I don't want to play a certain tank or line. I just rush through it. Then at stage 4 or tier 4, you can get premium. You can get 5 times experience for each victory, 25 times. That is pretty good. I think that would be interesting, especially if you're grinding something. And 3 days of premium and 3 garage slots. You get garage slots all over the time, every single week, almost. So yeah, I don't think you need garage slots unless you don't have any garage slots. So go for that. 3 days of premium is not that much, to be fair, but maybe on a weekend, it's worth it. Equipment is also a good class. I would either go for the first or the third, but if you need the premium, if you need the garage slot, this is still a good option. Then probably the best options right here. Tier 5 is actually no real debate at all. You either get 7 days of premium. If you pick 7 days of premium, I'm sorry, yeah, I would call you a little bit of of an idiot. Let's put it like that, because obviously the choice here is going to be the Stridswagen M4257, a tier 6 Swedish premium medium tank with an auto-loading gun, which is the AMAX turret, and very good gun as well. And it is actually a tier 6, while the other 2s are tier 5s. Obviously, if you own this tank already and you don't own any of these, pick one of them, I don't care. That is a good option as well. But if you own all of them, I would still go for the Stridswagen, because you'll get the compensation in credits for the vehicle, and that is rather nice. So we have covered that. Tier 5 is really nice. I think tier 4 is decent as well. Tier 3. Tier 2 is important with the style for me, but other than that, yeah, it's nice. Free stuff by playing the game. Now, moving on, we actually have the Triton Skin, and we're just gonna take a look at them, and you can see that it is fully packed with a lot of stuff, this IS-4. Like the back of the tank is loaded with a dinghy. It has 2 machine guns on top, like these are machine cannons, probably cannons. 20 mil I could think of, or maybe it's a 14, like these Russian big machine guns that are almost cannons. I'm not sure, but it looks really neat. The tank looks super crazy, and it actually looks really nice. It's very special. And right there you can actually see the T110E5 skin from the side, no, actually from the rear, and it has some kind of plane strapped to its back. Okay. But the dinghy looks cool. You have a little, you have like equipment, diving equipment, a life ring, or whatever you call those. Yeah, this actually looks pretty damn cool. As always, all the links are in the description below. If you want to check them out for yourself, do that. This is a great site, Armor Patrol and Daily Balance. I've been consulting them now for a couple of years because they always had very, very nice things in there, so you could check them out. Then we have the next skin. The next skin is the reinforced style, which you'll be able to get in the Season 3 pass. And it looks like it's a concrete wall painted onto a tank. I think it looks decent, but it's nothing too special in my opinion. Because especially on certain tanks, it doesn't really come over as a concrete wall. Yeah, kind of, but I wouldn't have put it as a concrete wall at first, especially on an E3, because that thing has like a lot of different angles. And like a lot of rounded shapes, but here you can really see it on the BTSV, I think. You can see it on the side. It really looks like concrete walls. So yeah, that's neat as well. So moving on, that is the other style for the Soviet Union, and I think for the Germans as well. And this has something to do with water, sea landing, so naval marine operations. And you can see they're like I don't even know, algae, whatever, on the tank. Where we are, there's victory on the side, and there's a flipper. That looks actually quite nice, but it's nothing too special in my opinion. But still nice to get if they are for free. I would not pay premium for them, to be fair. But still, it's always nice to see more camouflages, the ability to play the tank how you want it and with what kind of style you want it. And that's always neat. Now moving on to the last topic, we're going to be talking about the Cobra. This is the upcoming Tier 8 British medium tank, and this is the render that we have. And this is, I think, the original design, the blueprint and the model that they had. And you can see it's quite interesting. It does fancy or is similar to the FV4202, the British Tier 8 premium tank that we have that used to be at a Tier 10. And it has the same angles. It's super steep up front. The turret looks very weird. And yeah, it's very rigid. You have the angles right there. It's very flat right there. And we can just read the description real fast, because there is not a lot of stuff that we have at the moment from Wargaming. So we have to kind of look at the historical side of this vehicle. And yeah, so World of Tanks will see some brand new British tanks introduced soon. But for now, we can confirm that a brand new premium medium is coming, Cobra. No details were leaked, but looking at the official information about this tank, we can guess it will most probably be a Tier 8 medium tank. So we're also going to get new British tanks. I think they announced the light tanks, the wheeled light tanks. That is going to be another discussion that we're going to have. I'm going to be talking about wheeled tanks in a video separately from this in a couple of days. Because I think I just had a game and I think it's time to talk about the problem. Okay, so as a set of criteria, were set by British School of Tank Technology to design a new medium tank and work on the Cobra started in November 1954. The criteria specified that the weight was not to exceed 36 tons and have a stabilized gun that could penetrate 150 millimeters of armor at a 60-degree angle at a distance of 1.8 kilometers. Additionally, the vehicle should be well protected with armor no less than 120 millimeter at 60 degrees, and the crew would have to be a free man with the commander doubling as the loader. So, okay, that is impressive. 120 millimeters of armor at a 60-degree angle. being able to pen 150 millimeters of armor at a 60-degree angle at a distance of 1.8 kilometers. So I'm expecting some kind of 105 millimeter gun, maybe. I'm not sure. Okay, it's tier 8. Could be just another gun that we have already on another vehicle. Maybe on the FV4202. But yeah, let's just continue. Due to the limitations of normal ammunition used at the time and the requirement to penetrate 150 millimeters of armor, it was decided that a 120 millimeter QF gun would be used with heat round as its main offensive munition. Hesh as secondary, mounted in an oscillating turret. So that is quite interesting. 120 millimeter gun with heat as main shells. Now obviously heat is able to penetrate at very weird angles, but might just get bogged up in anything that is spaced armor like tracks. So I'm not sure if Wargaming is going through with that. They might just go with AP or APCR and go with no, actually I think they'll go through with it, because they never went with I think APCR as secondary rounds on British vehicles. So it's probably going to be heat and Hesh. That's at least what I'm expecting. The main gun depression would have been 10 degrees and elevation of 20 degrees. The turret armor was 120 millimeters at 60 degrees in the front, with a curved compound angled in excess of 300 millimeters in some places. So I'm not sure where the curve is, but I think the curve is right here. 300 millimeters? You're telling me this is supposed to be 300 millimeters thick? How the hell are we supposed to go through that if it's a tier 8? But these were all just plans or criteria that they had for a tank that would have come out and been produced. This would result in a space layer between the two plates, offering up to 600 millimeters of effective armor. The vehicle would also be equipped with an autoloader with a capacity of 6 rounds per minute. So that is something that I can expect, or I can imagine, an autoloading system on a British medium tank, because Wargaming we're going to be putting in the new GSOR tank destroyer with a autoloading system, so that is going to be quite interesting. And the Cobra's hull would be rather simple, as the base was of the Comet medium tank but modified. Powered by a meteorite engine with 495 horsepower, giving it a potential of 43 kilometers going forward and 14 kilometers going backwards. So it's a rather slow medium tank. Various types of armor were considered, but in the end it was designed with 120 millimeter at 60 degrees angle frontal armor, offering 240 millimeter effective armor on the upper and lower glacis plate, while the sides were much thinner with 20 millimeters armor on. The rear decking plates were to be taken from a Centurion tank with 20 millimeter armor thickness. The vehicle weight would have been 32.2 tons, giving a power weight ratio of 15.4 horsepower. The Cobra did reach the stage of a wooden mock-up, but it was ultimately cancelled due to not be able to operate on contaminated ground. Okay, that is quite interesting, because obviously at that time during the Cold War, everything was about protection also from radioactive, chemical and biological warfare, and they had to seal those tanks completely, and have their own compartments so that they would not get terminated in case of a nuclear war. And that's quite interesting, because a lot of our tanks still have like that concept in them, where you can basically seal them up from the inside completely, and you'll be like in your own little cycle in there. But that's quite interesting. Cobra, that is something that is probably coming eventually. 2020 has been a very interesting year for World of Tanks, because of all the changes, because of 1.110, because of the equipment changes, because of the armor and rebalancing of certain tanks like the German Tech tree line and the IS-4 even, and the introduction of season passes. So it's going to be quite interesting. as always, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, as always, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.